All right, welcome to late Tuesday, late night Tuesday. Today is September 8th, 2015. 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks until the show. We're right there. Like I feel good right now, but I'm nervous. At least I'm not saying, I wish I had more time to prep because I had time to prep. I had 26 weeks of prep, so I have no excuse. I have no excuse. But at least I'm not thinking like that. Like I'm ready to step out on stage. I just gotta maybe deplete down a little bit and rockets. Well, also I gotta practice my posing too. But I think I got that down. I think I got my posing down. But anyways, um, everything is set up. Everything is set up. Everything that needs to be paid for is paid for. The only thing that I gotta pay for, at least the big one, is the hotel reservation, but they won't charge you until you actually check in, which I'll be checking in that Friday weekend of the show, and I'm gonna be staying there for 2 nights. So yeah, that's a lot of money. But the last thing I need to do is to order my posing trunks. So the reason why I want to do it is because I love the style of my previous posing trunks that I used for my show summer of last year. What I loved about it is that the style in the back, where your butt is, it has a nice enough cutoff that it shows off your glutes. So if you are, a bodybuilder, you want to make sure that your posterior chain is like cut, shredded. And I may not have been there, but at least I got my glutes to separate. So getting those posing trunks to show more of the glutes, I actually started to like those. When I saw those for the first time, when I was ordering my posing trunks back at the first show, I thought, dude, I don't have a butt like that. I don't think I'll ever have a butt like that. And then I was able to get a butt like that when I did the Washington State Natural April of last year, and I was like, yo, I got my glutes to separate, dog. I got my glutes to separate. That's why I wanted to buy those posing trunks for the next show because I felt confident with my butt. But the purple that the purple pair that I ordered, I thought it was like a darker purple because it looked dark on the website, but once the pictures came in from the show, it turned from like a darkish purple more to a lavender. So I was like, ooh, this is not the type of purple that I wanted. Still a good pair of posing trunks, but I think I love a darker look that's not black. So I'm gonna order a dark blue pair tomorrow, absolutely tomorrow. But until then, since I'm still awake, what I want to do is I want to find my very first posing trunks that I bought that I never used. And what I mean by that is I originally bought a small pair of posing trunks. And my intention was that, these are too small, I think I should return them. But I used them as motivation to help me lose weight going into the first show because I thought, okay, if this tiny pair I need to fit in this tiny pair, then hopefully I should look like a bodybuilder, right? Even though I never used them, I ordered a size up to a medium. I was like, you know, maybe someday I'll fit into these. So I never returned them, but I still use them as motivation. It's kind of weird. It's like man panties that I'm holding for myself. It's weird. Except it's my own. But I need to find that somewhere because maybe, just maybe, since my body weight is low, what if I could fit into a small? What if the small size actually looks a lot better than the current medium that I wear? You know. So I want to see if that would be the right choice if a small would be right for me. If not, we'll order a medium. hmm Medium dark blue. I want to go dark blue. So yeah, that's just the absolute last thing, and then the rest is just setting money aside for other things, polygraph tests. I need to buy my WNBF membership because it's a WNBF show. I hope there's T-shirts. I want to buy a T-shirt. I love T-shirts. I love having T-shirts. So, this one, Bob the Bodybuilder, dog. T-shirts. I love having random T-shirts. So yeah. Um, Other than that, everything is ready. I just got to make sure that I can make it past these 2.5 weeks, right? And I thought this week would be kind of hard, but I figured I kind of increased my carbs just a tad bit, so I do have a little bit of energy with me. But next week though, next week is gonna be a hard week. So, and hopefully this time I'll remember to actually vlog for Monday to tell you why is it gonna be hard. Okay. Oh, but let me tell you. So today's Tuesday. We already had 3 training days already done so far. The strength portion of my legs push pull, and I started off things pretty wacky. So hopefully I can make it up for these next 3 days. So excuse me. So Sunday for leg day, I was actually thinking, I didn't want to do like a 3x5 on squat. So I was thinking I want to try to lift heavy because this is probably gonna be like the last week that I will actually attempt to lift heavy. Because next week I'm gonna try to maybe go more hypertrophy for all the days up until the show. So this will probably be like the last week I'm lifting heavy. And so I was thinking let's go low volume on squats today or on that Sunday. And so I did like my first 3 sets, my first 3 working sets, just doing triples, so 3x3, totally fine. And then from there I started ramping up doing singles, 1 set of singles, and I got as far as my top end sets 285, 285 for one. And this is significant for me because I weighed in Sunday at 229. So that's double. That's way. I don't know, say way over double my body, but it's over double my body weight. So to be able to do that and still kind of be close to 300, totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. Monday was a weird day because it was Labor Day, so I actually had to go into the gym early, and so I came in at like maybe like closer to 1 o'clock in the afternoon to do my push stuff. And while the workout felt pretty okay. I did a ramp up from my typical bench load, and even though it's my strength is kind of inconsistent here and there, I was still able to get some heavy bench pressing in and some good volume. But it just feels weird working out in the afternoon again. And when I started working out, way back in 2008, like that's the time I came into the gym, like around noon or 1 o'clock, and I would see like the people who actually knew what they were doing, like actually working hard. And then now I come in, those same people, I see some of them there, maybe, and obviously some of them who used to be there are not there, but I see the same people there. Some of them have, changed, some of them haven't, but they're still on the grind. They're still on the grind. It's kind of totally weird. Like I know I'm for myself I've changed, but it's just like, wow, there are people who are here just as long as I have. Like I've literally been a member at my gym like since it opened. Well, a month since it opened, a month after since it opened. So it opened in January 2008. I came in February, so close to opening. So I'm close to original member, right? So yeah, Monday was just wonky just because it's rare for me to lift in the afternoon unless I have to. The only real time I lift in the afternoon is Sundays because well the gym closes like 6 o'clock on a Sunday, you know. And then today's push day was sort of weird as well because I wasn't feeling doing like repetitions for deadlifts. So I was thinking, you know what? If I was able to go heavy on squats, maybe I could go heavy on deadlifts. So I had this wacky ass idea that I could do triple my body weight because I was coming in at 128 today. So I was like, okay, triple my body weight. So that's roughly what? I hate doing math and I'm Asian. 378, so round up 380. So I did a lot of singles. I did a lot of singles, but it was like a ramp up singles. So a lot of sets of one, and I got as far as 370. 370. That's pretty big for me. And I felt like doing 10 pounds is probably going to be rough because 370 felt kind of rough. So instead of doing 380, I went up to 385 just cause. And plus it was easier since all I had to do was just slap on some 35 plates on each side. And I managed to get it off the ground, but maybe around as I get closer to mid shin, I just suddenly lost the air in my belly. Like my abs just collapsed. I don't want to say collapsed like, oh man, like uh like I just lost my posture. Like it was just like I was kind of holding my breath, picking it up, and then just somewhere around the shins, it's just like whew, I just let everything out. right? So I had to abort it. I didn't want to grind it anymore. But it was a good attempt though. But maybe if I was like 125 and attempted 375, maybe I could have done it. Maybe I could have. But you know, it was alright. 370 is a good attempt. But I just wanted that triple body weight. I just wanted because I'm probably never going to see it again, you know, unless I go into like unless I start my off season like right off the bat. Maybe I could work back up to my 405 that I did back in March, but I don't know. I'm not even 130, so yeah. But anywho, that's how the week has started thus far. I hope to make up for these next 3 days the hypertrophy section because I really need to make sure like I'm hitting the gym hard. I'm hitting the weights hard. I'm on point with the diet. I'm really on point with the diet. And I'm even allowing myself to have a little bit more carbs in, and I'm still losing weight. And I'm probably going to make cardio mandatory for pretty much like up until peak week, or up until like when I stop cardio in peak week. Oh man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I'm not. Even though I seem calm right now, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be stressful. It's gonna be stressful these next 2.5 weeks. Right? Even then, even though I said like once we get to peak week, I'm gonna coast it. No, I'm gonna be like, just gonna be a lot of emotions going through my head through peak week that I'm just not gonna. Everything is not gonna click, or maybe some things will click, but some things are. Let's just say I'm just gonna go batshit crazy, but I'm just gonna be like calm and serene about it, and then like something like some catalyst will happen and be like, then I'll go like stir mad crazy during peak week, right? So I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully next week I'll remember to put up a blog on Monday because I definitely want to talk about my plan of attack for 2 weeks out, going into peak week, because that's like a specific plan that's gonna be separate from peak week, but it kind of preps myself going into peak week. All right, so stay tuned, guys. Bye bye. Peace out.